everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Chiefs going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Diego Chargers. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, second down. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Thought he was the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, he's got to be shaking his head after that drop.
No doubt about it, because that was a chance to put 6 on the board. And in today's football, you have to score touchdowns every opportunity because offenses are so high-powered.
They'll try and sneak it here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he puts it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And we get a peek at the defensive starters, and it's a unit that really needs to do better than they did last week.
So I would expect them to come out with a lot more emotion this week, flying around, trying to establish a new tone, because last week they didn't feel good about it all.
Dalton now to pass, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now to the air, Dalton. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. 2nd down following the run.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So Dalton now. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So they are going for it. Now Dalton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited on the left.
And this is caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Dalton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing, Dalton dancing to his left, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. They come out here in the I. play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Here's Petty. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Push it back. Push it back. Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Petty now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And it's complete to Kelsey. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 35 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So we stumbled upon halftime here in San Diego with the Chargers, the home team, on top. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else?
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys
simple,
up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is caught at the 8. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And his kick is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Patty. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the bounce.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And Matthews has it right side. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Petty now. Wide open receiver complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The left side completion to Jones. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there, but guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Petty. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
All right, here we go.
Petty now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go, here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And that's incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They're able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first...
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved.
And my goodness, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
3 down, 3 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a... touchdown, and the blow continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. Here's Petty. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.